Hello everyone, it's Emily here from Phoenix Gateway, here to do a general weekly read for the 20th to the 27th of September. I am working with my Sacred Geometry Healing cards. This is the second edition. They are available on my website. Happy to sign all decks. You can also buy them from many new age shops around, as well as other sites online. So there are many places in which you will find these, but if you do buy them from me, happy to sign them all, as I said. The other thing I just want to talk about just very quickly are my liquid alchemy in a bottle, which are high vibrational elixirs, which I have created, and they have been created to nurture, balance and heal the mind, body and soul. So they actually make a beautiful, beautiful complementary therapy to anything else you may be using or working with, given what is going on in these very, very, very trying times worldwide. And here in Australia, we are copping it, especially here in Melbourne, like no tomorrow. So I personally find that they actually complement me on many levels, especially emotionally, when I need to find myself, when I find there may be elements of anxiety or I'm feeling really unbalanced. I will work with some of my elixirs, and of course there are many reasons to why you can work with them. If you go onto my website, www.phoenixgateway.com.au, you will be able to download a free PDF on these, and it can tell you more about how to work with them, why to work with them, and their uses. So feel free to do that. Okay. Now, before we actually get into this reading, I wanted to speak about a dream that I had last night. And so today is the full moon, and it's a full moon in Pisces. So if you do follow the moon cycles, you will resonate more with this. And it doesn't matter if you don't, because it just really becomes quite apt, and you can just see the synchronicities on how things do come together. But it's a full moon in Pisces. It's about the illumination. The way I understand it is that it's our illumination of our mind. It is about bringing forth our dreams, our realities, what it is that we want to manifest. We're here to let go of all that is stopping us, what is getting in our way, what is it that we no longer need to hold on to allow ourselves to bring these dreams to our fruition. And as I say that, I actually think about the star card in the tarot deck, which is about wishing upon a star, as well as in my own deck, I have the clarity card, which is, the star card, which is all about remaining clear and focused, on what it is that you truly desire. So going into my dream, I had this dream. So I was asleep, dreaming, and in my dream I had this dream. So it was like this dream in a dream, if it makes sense. And I dreamt of an albino snake. It wasn't a very long snake, but it was about that long. I just remember it being albino, and I remember in my dream, because I guess for me, when it comes to snakes and spiders, and for a lot of people, there is still that fear that is attached to these particular reptiles or arachnids or whatever it is, certain animals do give as well. Anyway, I remember in my dream seeing this particular snake, and it looked like it was in an enclosed environment. So it was like a car, maybe even under a seat. It didn't matter. It was all about the snake more than anything. And maybe being in an enclosed space as well, because it might have been more about enclosing myself off. Anyway, I remember waking up in my dream. So I'm still dreaming, but waking up in my dream. And in that dream, I remember walking to a car, opening the door, and oh my God, what I had dreamt in my dream was now my reality. So I think there in itself already is one message, It's important that we really take note of what it is that we dream about, because our dreams tell give 1,000 messages to what is going on in our waking moments, what is going on spiritually for us, emotionally, mentally, and physically, emotionally, all of the above. So I remember looking at this snake, and then I remember it was like in a stance, ready to attack, but I was not ever attacked in this dream, but I remember seeing its fangs. Again, I think that aspect of it for me was all about the fear. And I remember when I actually woke up from all of these dreams that there was a few things I took away from it. And this is why I think it's important to share, because what we are going through right now, what we're going through with this shift in consciousness, what we're going through with the crisis that is surrounding us. And the crises, I've always had this saying ever since my husband died, nearly 18 years ago. And I still use it today, is that for every crisis, there is a gift. And for as hard and as shitty and as challenging as things are at the moment, it is so important to stay strong in your belief systems, to hang in there, to work with your intuition, to really go in and listen to your gut, okay? Because our intuition really is the GPS of our soul. And everything else you see around you, the external, the mainstream media that just will feed you whatever it chooses to feed you, that programming, whatever, the lies, whatever it may be, it's really, really important. Turn everything off, okay? And come back into here. Listen to your higher self, your intuition, and be very mindful of your dreams. Sit, have a pen and paper next to your bed. What are your dreams telling you? Albino snake, when we're thinking of white or that yellow, we're looking at that purity, that wisdom. We're looking at that, significant shifts it is that are coming around. You're working with those highest frequencies, because when we also think of the rainbow and we look at the rainbow colors, okay, if it's light that is refracted at a 42 degree angle, but all those colors make up that purity of light, of that white luminescence of light. And that's purely what we are and what we're here to become. We're here to illuminate. We're here to shine. We're here to work with our purpose, our greatest gifts. But we are being challenged along the way, but on every level of our being, okay? Every level, because maybe we become too complacent. Maybe we go, yeah, it will be okay. Yeah, I don't need to worry. But you know what? You need to wake up. You need to understand what is going on and where you're at, and not buying into every narrative that is around. And it's not easy, because I can tell you right now, I've had plenty of times where I've just crumbled and I've just gone, fuck it all. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. But then you come back to who you truly are. And, that is what makes us, that is my truth. That is who I am. But it's what makes me stronger, because I'm allowed to have that crumbling effect. I'm allowed to go through that dark night of the soul, because how else do I learn? And look at what's going on a global level. It's coming about on a global level, a global shift, because it's time for us all to stand up and stand together. I look at snake, and, with this message of snake, what I see when I see this fear, when I see the white or that albino, is what it's saying to me is stop buying into external fear factors, external or fear force, the negative energies, the external forces that are creating this false narrative and creating then this fear and this negativity. Stop buying into it and stop actually taking it in myself. And I really feel that it was just a necessary, I really felt I wanted to share it today, because I just felt that, there's so many of us out there that are really going through real similarities. And we're at this point where we just need to see that there is something to hold on to, and that when we dream, our dreams are giving us specific messages, and it's really time to listen to those messages. I wrote that dream down today. I had another one even the other day about, red-back spiders. Here I am thinking all this negativity, but in actual fact, it's positive. But you have to be able to see that, and you also have to understand, for darkness to exist, there has to be light. For light to exist, there has to be darkness. It's the law of polarity. It's one of the 7 hermetic principles of this world, the law of polarity. It's about having these 2 polar opposites, the light, the dark, but it's finding that degree in which it can work, in which it can sustain, and in which it can balance itself. Okay, this week it's really about illumination. It is around bringing your dreams to reality, seeing that this can happen. And what is really also very interesting is that this week again is the spring equinox, which is all about, the equinox is all about equal day and night. It's about balance. Here in the southern hemisphere, it's the spring. For others, it's the winter. But for us, we are here to illuminate. We're planting those seeds to bring together this new beginnings, this new energy. We're here to bring it forth. You've done the hard work. You're banding together. It's so important that we do. It's so important that we stick together and we truly listen, to what our soul is telling us. What is it that we need to do? What really is our truth? Okay. So, yes, I know I've spoken a lot, and I'm going to draw some cards now, but sometimes I just feel it's so important to talk and to listen. And for the people that are meant to hear it, you will get my message. And that is what's so amazing. Just to also say, like, I've had a few inquiries about sending my liquid alchemy, my elixirs overseas. Yes, I can. I've had no issue doing that whatsoever. And if you are interested, please, you are very welcome to inquire with me about it. Okay, I'm going to take these 3 to start with. The 852, okay, this is all about our wisdom and knowledge. This is everything that I've already been speaking about. This 852 frequency, 8 and 2 is a 10, and 5 is 15. 1 plus 5 is a 6. 6 is all about our relationships. It's all about family. It's about love, okay? This is about our connection to source. Are you really connected into source? Are you really listening? Are you really in tune with the GPS of your soul? Are you listening to your intuition? Or have you closed it off? Maybe that was the box around my snake as well. It's saying that don't enclose yourself off, because we open ourselves up to such a wider space. Okay, we've got to think outside the box, not in that enclosed space, because we are not restricted by space-time. Okay, we can be here, we can be everywhere, we can be anywhere. We have the ability to do that, and we can do that by changing our frequencies. All right. So the 852, work with this frequency, ingest it as an elixir, listen to it, as an actual tone or in music. It is readily available. Just go onto YouTube, you will find it. We are changing, okay? We are shape-shifting. And it's funny, like when I want to talk about shape-shifting and I want to say, but we can't physically shape-shift. Well, I'm not sure I believe that necessarily to be true these days. There is an aspect that we physically do and can shape-shift, but energetically, this is talking more on that level of the energetics that, again, if you look at these cards, we're looking at shapeshift, inner knowledge, ancient wisdom, and the 852 hertz is the intuition and wisdom. Okay, it's that God code. This is where we're at. Okay, we have all the information, everything we need for our purpose in this lifetime, to be here, you know, to balance out our three-dimensional reality with that of the higher realities, the higher frequencies. We have it all inside of us. But we come here, and for many of us, we're still asleep. Our, you know, genetic coding, so to speak, is turned off. It's considered junk DNA. But this is what we're here to do. We're here to learn. And as we learn and we open ourselves up to, you know, to trust, when we open ourselves up to a higher perspective, what you start to find is that these ancient knowledges and wisdoms that we have already within us, this sacred geometry coding, is innate. We can access it because it's the fundamental building blocks of all creation. As above, so below. There again, law of correspondence, another one of the seven hermetic principles, okay? What is around us on a galactic scale is within us on a cellular level. It's the micro, the macro, okay? We have it all. We're fishing for information in places that it's superficial. We're looking for it everywhere but within ourselves. Are you ready to shine? Are you ready to illuminate? Are you ready to bring your dreams, your goals, and all your desires to fruition? Are you ready to manifest it? You know, I haven't made this up. These are the three cards that have fallen out so far. What I love is the 30, it's expansion. We're expanding, you know, it's inevitable. Expansion is inevitable. We can see that with the Nautilus shell. This is all, again, we're coming back to the basics, our fundamental basics. It's sacred geometry. What an awesome thing to have to learn as well, to understand it from such a deeper level. An 8 is what we manifest. Okay, it's again, as above, so below. What goes up must come down, but it's here to what we manifest in our lifetimes, what it is we can access on one level, as above, so below. And this is about balance. It's about our foundations. It's union. It's our dreams. This is where we're at. We have people now rising up and standing as one here in Melbourne. Whether you believe in what is going on or why it's being done, it doesn't matter. But what it's showing us is that what we're here is to rise up and to truly believe and band together, so that we stand together as one. We unite as one to create our freedoms of choice, our sovereignties as well. This is what we're here to manifest. Okay, I'm going to pull. Oh. I kid you not. Fulfillment. Okay? Fulfillment is all about all is one. We are all together. We are connected to the all. We are all connected as one. Yeah, I love it. These cards are just so apt. It's telling us what we're here to know and what we're here to do. The 37, the 3 + 7 is a 10. One is all about new beginnings. One is about leadership. We are all connected. Okay, I want a couple, 2 more cards. Please and thank you. 2 more cards. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, oh my God. I just love this. I love this. Raven Magic. This is one of the master cards. It's everything that I've been talking about, releasing fear, heightening our intuition, And it's also about protecting. Okay, I haven't used the word protection yet, but it's so important that we protect ourselves energetically. We need to protect ourselves from false narratives. We need to protect ourselves from other people's energies. This is also part of that dream that I've had with the snake. It's not allowing that false energy, the negative energies to come into our fields. We can't allow it to, and this is what happens, the programming that is happening, the false narratives. It's really easy to keep being sucked into it. But change is imminent. It's coming, it's imminent. We can't, it's the phoenix, for the phoenix, it combusts when it's gone through its cycle, only to be reborn again from the ashes. And this is where we're at. We're here to be reborn, okay? The back of my card is the phoenix. It's all about death, birth, and rebirth. This is a cycle of life. And every time we're here to learn something new, to learn something different, to learn something amazing that is going to keep us on our spiritual paths. It's to keep us anchored, but at the same time, through balance and learning, we can also take ourselves off to those higher dimensions, the higher frequencies. So we're getting a balance of what we need, a balance of both. It's about releasing the fear. It is time. It is now, because it's time to shine. It's time to illuminate. Okay? It's about bringing those dreams to reality, because what is at hand? New life. New earth. Okay? It's all about freedom, and freedom of speech. It's about our sovereignty. It's about planting the seeds of creation, of joy, of happiness, of harmony. What is it that you want to see in this world? What is it here that you want to create? And how do you want to create it? And what do you want to be doing in your life now? Because what we're here to do is we're here, ultimately, Gaia, the divine feminine, okay? It's nurturing. It's nurturing and it's creating. And it's what we're here to do. And we are going to birth into this new reality that we're here to create. And for some reason that card fell. But you are the owl of wisdom, okay? You have the knowledge to bring through what needs to be brought through now. You have this is your time to shine. It's time to, allow yourself to release yourself from any shackles that hold you, which is from your mind and from external forces. You are free. You are a free spirit. That's what we are. We are free-spirited, and we are here to create. We're here to thrive. And what a beautiful time to be able to do it in. Wow. I love this reading. And there's so much, just for me to take into it all that I have spoken of. And I want to thank you very much for following me. Any questions, I'm always open to conversation, and looking forward to hearing how your week goes. If you've watched this and you would like to, add something, please do in the comments. And I look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful week wherever you are. Okay, bye for now.